All right, in this podcast, I sit with Gaby Gutiérrez, the Director of Banka Mifel for Baja Sur, and we talk about a new loan product for foreigners, Americans and Canadians. I'm really excited about this. We're going to talk about the loan details and who qualifies. Take a listen. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Nick.
A couple of weeks ago, we were at the Oceana development launch.
Yes.
And how long did you stay for?
I don't know. Probably.
The light show? Did you stay for the light show?
No.
Okay,
no, I
so
didn't.
before it got too dark.
Yeah, it was before dark when I left.
Fantastic. Well, it was a successful launch. We had actually a couple sales.
Oh wow! You're the best. Oh my God!
But what was exciting, you talked about a new loan product that Banka Mifel is launching.
Exactly. You know, for years since I worked for Banka Mifel, I was looking for this product because I know the need in the destination, and not only here in Los Cabos, but also in all the destinations that foreign national people is buying, like investments. So it's in Puerto Vallarta, it's in San Miguel de Allende, Cancun, Rosarito, and but the main one is here in Los Cabos. Yeah. And I've been in this all environment since I came here to Los Cabos to live in Los Cabos. So I don't know if you know or can recall that there were a product in dollars in the bank was BBVA, and I used to work there when they launched it.
That's right. Once upon a time, you guys had a U.S. dollar product lending to foreigners.
Exactly. So, well, I worked for BBVA for 11 years, and after that, I went... I'm a Mifel lady now.
Well, you're the director of Mifel.
Yes, for all the Bajas. And when I just came to the bank, I was like, we have to do this. We have to have this product. And it took us like 6 years to do it.
Has it been 6 years now?
Yeah, it's
gosh.
been 6 years. So now we have it. We are so excited to really do this.
Who is the loan for?
What, foreigners who is giving the loan?
Who is it for? Who's the customer for?
Oh, it's foreigners, American and Canadian people.
And it's in U.S. dollars?
It's in U.S. dollars, and the guarantee, the house is going to be here,
right?
And we are going to put a mortgage on the house here.
And this is not just existing construction, but also you guys are lending on new construction too.
Yes, new construction in the sense that we are qualifying the developer and the development. Saying that everything is good with the development, so we can qualify the development and we can pre-qualify the clients. And when it comes to delivery the product, then we will give the loan to the client.
So it's really two qualifications. It's the property and then also the borrower.
Yes, when it's not finished.
Okay. And so because there's so much new construction in the Baja, what's that process look like for Banka Mifel? How do projects get qualified?
They have to give us all the documents of construction, of the owners, everything about the project, not as many as we do it for bridge loans.
Right.
But before that, and we are qualifying that because we want to be sure that that project is going to be delivered on time and under the characteristics that they explained.
So is it a safe assumption because you have clients that you give construction bridge loans to, developers,
Yes.
that if you are already providing that bridge loan to them, that this loan product will qualify?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's our first focus.
All right.
Our clients that have worked with us
Right.
with a bridge loans developments.
So what I'm used to coming from the United States, it's a construction to permanent loan.
Yes. Yes.
Program.
It's upon construction.
Right.
So we give that it's a bridge because we give them the money to construct, and after all they deliver the unit to a third person that is going to take care of the mortgage loan.
Right.
So that's the natural way of doing it.
Okay, so the exciting thing that I'd like to ask you, I know the answer, but everyone else doesn't. What's the interest rate on this loan product?
Okay, it's 6.5%, and it's the loan to value is 50% of the value of the property.
So a buyer has to put 50% down, and then they can finance at 6.5% for how long of a period?
5, 10, and 15 years.
Same interest rate?
Same interest rate. Yes, at the beginning it's going to be that. We don't know if upon the time, upon the economic situation, we can change over or under.
Okay. And because it's Banka Mifel, you guys have hundreds, thousands of clients with bank accounts, checking, savings, investment accounts. Is it a requirement that your borrower have an account with Banka Mifel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's a requirement, and we speak the language. We have dollar and pesos account, and the thing is that they can pay on monthly basis through the account, transferring the money from the States to this account with no charge.
Okay.
And also they can pay the trust, the fideicomiso, through that account annually. So we will have everything, all the relationship with the borrower and our future client for 15 years if we do it well.
Some people don't know, but Banka Mifel issues fideicomisos.
Yes. So we have all the circle. I mean, it's like a one-stop banking.
So you do checking accounts, peso and dollars, fideicomisos,
And investments.
investments, mortgages.
Mortgages, exactly.
What else?
Do
Do you walk people's dogs? I'm just kidding. Dog
we are
walking?
pet friendly.
Really? Pet
Yes,
friendly?
we are. We are pet
I didn't know
friendly.
that.
Yes, we all our branches here in Baja Sur, not in the rest of the country, but
Yeah.
here we are pet friendly.
You have locations in downtown Cabo San Lucas.
Yes, and also in San Jose by Fresco, that plaza, and also in La Paz.
Okay. And the banks are open, what?
9 to 5.
9 to 5 banking hours, Monday through Friday?
Hours, Monday to Friday.
Saturdays too, or no?
No,
Okay.
no.
So I didn't realize this was 6 years ago, but when you first went into the bank, we were at the Cabo San Lucas office.
Yes, and it was just delivered.
Yeah, it was brand new.
Brand new, yeah.
Brand new. And it's a service that you offered then. I don't know if you still offer it, but what you had told me was you can actually like exchange money for people, like, and even come to them.
Yeah.
So like people that don't want to go to the bank or can't make it to the bank.
We can deliver the money up to 3,000 pesos, which is a little amount.
Yeah.
But they can do it, and that was because of the pandemic. Remember? And now people they want to go to the branch, because we have bilingual.
You could bring your dog.
Yeah, you can bring haven't you seen the dogs there? It's so much
Gabby,
fun.
I have a confession. I never go to the bank.
Oh no!
I know.
You have to do it.
We work with banks, but I don't go to the banks.
Yeah, I never go to.
Are you kidding me? That means you never go to work.
Yeah, I never make a line to do anything, but not because of me. It's because that's the way of attending people in Banka Mifel.
Okay, so
No lines.
no lines.
No lines.
How do you do that?
Because we are a boutique bank, so we don't have big lines. It's not a retail banking.
All right.
So
And so for those that don't know, Banka Mifel is, how long has it been in business?
30 years.
The first branch office was where?
In Mexico City, in Mazarik, which is Polanco. And the owner of the bank, I mean, the majority of the shares, he has the majority of shares, is Daniel Becker. He's a very well-known person also in the Jewish community. And it's a very conservative bank. It's very boutique. And we are best oriented to fulfill clients, like segments of clients. That's why we are doing this for foreigners here.
Now that's exciting. And we didn't touch on closing costs. Some of the complaints we get from our clients is that it's too expensive to get a loan in Mexico. Not just the interest rate. At 6.5%, that's the same interest rate they're getting back in the States.
I know.
So that's exciting. But what about closing costs?
Yeah, we actually are not asking for a closing agent. We are doing ourselves all the procedures.
Yeah.
And that's because we have everything in-house. So we are not charging for the closing costs. And the only charges that we will have is the notary fees and taxes.
The government, taxes.
Of course. And in notary, they have all this paperwork that they do with the government, and they charge for that. That is going to be paid to the notary. And we don't have to have an insurance title.
A title insurance.
A title insurance.
Yeah, that actually has disqualified a number of our properties because they can't get the title insurance.
Yes, I don't want to be like this open, but in Mexico you don't need a title insurance because all is registered in the public registry.
Right.
Which you don't have in the States or Canada. That's why you have to have a title insurance there. But here, you have to search for the title in the public registry.
Yeah, the closing costs. You do have a fee though, loan origination fee.
Yes, it's 1.5%.
Okay, so there is a 1.5%, but typically we have a closing company or a closing attorney handling the paperwork between $2,000 and $3,000, and sometimes even more. That is not charged to the borrower, so they save.
But it's only if you borrow the money from us, because
Correct.
we have also fideicomisos without a loan, and for that we don't deal with all the procedures that are.
So obviously you're using a Banka Mifel fideicomiso.
Of course.
And I know a lot of our clients use Banka Mifel because you're very competitive on pricing.
Yes,
And fast.
pricing and service, and also that we have the signatures here, because that's difficult.
Because they don't have to send it to Tijuana or
Yeah,
Mexico
they send
City.
I don't know where, but we have
Right.
the people here. In fact, I can sign the
Oh, wow.
documents.
I didn't know you were that important. We're going to hold you hostage, Gabby.
No, and I can sign the loans too.
Okay. Wow, you got a lot of power here. And about the loans, a lot of lenders, they have a minimum loan amount and a maximum. What are your min and max?
Minimum 50,000 and maximum $5 million.
Can you lend on all property types or only certain types? Like condos, houses? What about
Condos,
lots?
houses, not lots,
Okay.
not land.
Construction?
Not land.
No new construction. Okay.
No construction.
So it's condos or houses,
Already
commercial?
finished. No.
building. What if it were a building that's apartments that you rent?
Oh, that's
could do
a
that.
residence house,
like a
or
multi-unit,
apartment. Yes,
like a
yes.
4-unit
Yes.
apartment building.
If they have all the paperwork or the property, the
Yeah.
subdivision of the property,
Yes.
we can do it.
Okay.
And it's it's for living, someone but living there.
Okay. Well, that's good. There's not a ton of those properties that we deal with, but there are some that are like that. So
no
that's-
fractional.
No fractionals. Okay.
No fractional. No.
So what's nice is you guys are getting back into the business. Well, for the first time in the business, you did it with BBVA.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you'll also start coming out with different loan products as you start
Yes, I
originating
think
more.
so. I think so. I really hope so.
Right.
We are working on that. But the good thing is that Banka Mifel do that all the time in pesos.
Okay.
So that's a good reason to be, working, and we have experience in that, originating all these pesos loans.
What if you're a Mexican?
If you are
Could you use this loan program?
No.
Okay,
Not
you have
in
a different
dollars.
peso
It's in
program.
pesos.
Okay.
It's in pesos with the interest rate in pesos, which is not bad because it's very competitive now. The mortgage loans in pesos are less than 10% or more, a little bit more than 10%. Considering that now the interbanking rate is 11.25.
Oh yeah.
So if you see it that way, it's good to have a mortgage because in a property you can invest.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. What about for what else am I forgetting? Gaby, what else should
Other
the customers know?
nationalities?
Yeah, other nationalities other than Americans and Canadians?
No, unless they have a nationality but they have income in the States that they
Okay.
can prove. And or they are foreign residents with a permanent residence here, but that couldn't be in dollars. That has to be in pesos.
In pesos. Okay. How long does it take to get pre-qualified?
I said we do it in pesos in 3 days. So I was taking the time, and I think in a week we
Okay.
will have an answer.
A week to pre-qualify. And what would you suspect a closing duration? So once we have a signed contract and we fill out all the paperwork, we're ready to start processing the loan. How quickly can we close?
Yeah, after that we go for the appraisal of the property, and then we have to deliver the information to the trust department and do the fideicomiso, the permits, and then come back to the notary to make the final paperwork, and that. So it takes as long as it takes to close a fideicomiso.
So it could take 60 days like a normal fideicomiso closing.
The good thing is that if we have all the documents from the development, it's going to be easier.
Right.
But sometimes the documents of the development are the hard part.
How long is the pre-qual good for?
6 months.
6 months.
6 months. So if you, for example, if you're buying the property now and you go in pre-sale, the property, and it's going to be delivered in a year, we can pre-qualify the client for 6 months, and after that 6 months he only delivers us like the basic information, ratifying that is the same situation, and we do it for 6 months more.
Okay. Here's a curveball. You may not have the answer. Some developers give discounts to the buyer if they pay more than 50%. So if I'm a buyer buying new construction, it's going to be built in 12 months. But I pay 75% during the construction, but ultimately I only want to borrow 50%. Could you work something out where 25% is given back to me at closing?
That's up to the contract between the development, the developer, and the client.
Okay, but in that situation, if I'm the buyer, I've already paid 75% to the developer, but I want a loan for only 50%. So how would that work? Do you know?
No, I was thinking of that, but maybe
we can work it out. That's right.
Together.
I mean, this is so brand new. I'm throwing you curveballs, and I will help you with all these weird scenarios.
Thank you.
Not tomorrow, but next week is the big tennis tournament.
Yeah, the big tennis tournament, and Banka Mifel is sponsoring the tournament for now 7 years. And yeah, it's a big party for us.
I would expect more people this year because now it's in February.
Oh yes, of course. And we are not going to be melting.
I know it's going to be
because it's always super hot. So I'm just looking forward to see how is this without the heat.
Well, Gaby, thanks for coming in.
Thank you,
I look forward to
Nick.
seeing you on the tennis courts next week and collaborating more on this new loan program. And everyone, if you want more information, contact me or Gaby. We'll have her contact information down below. And until the next one, bye for now.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Nick Fong Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast and the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Ronaval Real Estate and follow Nick on Instagram at NickFong_Ronaval. Ready to find your Baja dream home? Check out the latest property listings at ronaval.com or findmexicohouses.com. Hasta luego.